The Blazers control the tap. Thomas with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And his Cantor above the rim.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Flushes it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Portland ball. Thomas to Cantor. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Bledsoe. Second effort. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Thomas across the timeline. They trail by 1. To Cantor. Shot from the lane won't go. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Embiid. No good. Thomas into the front court. Down a point. To McCollum. Got it from the line. McCollum. Embiid with the board. Bledsoe to Aldridge. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Thomas with the basketball. Down just a couple. To McCollum. Cantor. C.J. McCollum. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Down low, Aldridge. From the painted area, won't go down. To McCollum. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Enes Kanter has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Number 2.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Aldridge. Nothing going here on that drive. LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Embiid's free throw good, a 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Thomas. Portland down to 4 to shoot. The jumper's off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Thomas across the timeline. 10-4 is the score. To McCollum. Cantor. From the outside, no good. To Bledsoe. Nice pass to set things up. And slams it down. Big finish for Aldridge. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Here comes the screen. Thomas to McCollum. 4-3. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Bledsoe to Embiid. Oh, he missed a short one there. McCollum into the front court. Down 5. Rebound comes to Aldridge. Bledsoe to J.R. Smith. Down low, Aldridge. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
LaMarcus Aldridge trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. To Rose. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Derrick Rose, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Corey Joseph against the former MVP. And he stuffs it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rose. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. How'd that not go down? And the front court comes Smith. It's a 9-point lead. Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
McCollum with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Rose matched up with Aminu. To McCollum. Rose. Good sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Rose into the front court. They find themselves down 10. McCollum against Al-Farouq Aminu. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rose. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Taken by Aldridge. Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the first quarter. And the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Philadelphia with the basketball.
Here we go. Here we go. Lock up. Here we go.
Down low, Aldridge. Scores from the post. Rose into the front court. Down a dozen. Here comes the screen. To Rose. Down low, Plumlee. LaMarcus Aldridge snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Tristan Thompson with the slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Down low, Aldridge. Mason Plumlee able to recover with the block. Aldridge.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Aldridge. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The shot clock expires. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. McCollum to Thomas. McCollum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. The follow won't go either. And counted at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Missed a wide open look. Trailblazers with the basketball. Thomas to McCollum. Here comes the screen. To McCollum. Fires the three, and C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the three.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Bledsoe to Aldridge. It was right there. Thomas into the front court. His guys trail by 13. To McCollum. To Thomas. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Aldridge. Short jumper off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Thomas to McCollum. Pascal Siakam to McCollum. Has a chance. Shot by McCollum won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Trailblazers take over. Trevor Ariza matched up with Iguodala. Now a steal by Philly.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
To Bledsoe. Working hard on the glass. Joel Embiid. 2 of 4 now.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
McCollum into the front court. His guys down big. To Thomas. And his chancer above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Turns and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Sixers control it. Probing the defense. To Aldridge. Joel Embiid. He's now 4 for 6.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Thomas with the basketball. Final minute, first half. To McCollum. Deep left corner. Portland has 4 to shoot. Thomas. Not that time. He missed it. To Aldridge. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
McCollum to Thomas. Trying to cash in, C.J. McCollum. He's 3 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bledsoe shot off the mark. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The 76ers dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Iguodala matched up with Trevor Ariza. Bledsoe to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
McCollum to Thomas. McCollum to Thomas. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Portland has the ball to McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum. Yes, And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Siakam trying to cash in on a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Aldridge. Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To McCollum. Thomas. To Cantor. LaMarcus Aldridge with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nothing going here on that drive. And the Blazers clear the rebound. Thomas. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Sixers have the basketball. Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe. Iguodala matched up with Trevor Ariza. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Iguodala's shot, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Thomas to McCollum. For 3. It's Aldridge with the rebound. Goes to the right side. Bledsoe to Aldridge. A pass stolen by Portland. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 5, J.R. Smith. Into the game for the Portland Blazers. Number 2.
Thomas. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. To J.R. Smith. Pascal Siakam with the block. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. J.R. Smith has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Thomas across the timeline. Down a bundle. To Cantor. Nothing going here on that drive. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Bledsoe to J.R. Smith. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Curling inside. Pascal Siakam. Here's a chance from long range. Misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers call for time as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Corey Joseph picked up by Derrick Rose. To Embiid. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Morris. Portland down to 4 to shoot. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To J.R. Smith. Can't connect from in close. Rose. To Cantor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Embiid. Smith. To Embiid. Marcus Morris rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Cantor. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Joseph with it. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Screen coming. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. No time left in this quarter. And a great start for the 76ers. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Andre Iguodala. Couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Thomas into the front court. His guys down big. Gets it in the right corner to Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Portland's got it. Thomas to Marcus Morris. Not done yet. Cleans it up. Al-Farouq Aminu sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Here comes the screen. The Sixers with 4 to shoot has a chance. Thomas with the basketball. 14-point deficit to Rose. Screen coming. Rose. And finishes strong. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Corey Joseph, guarded by Derrick Rose. To J.R. Smith. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Rose grabs the rebound. And stuffs it home.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. Rose into the front court. His guys trail by 10. And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Nothing going here on that drive. Mason Plumlee sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rose into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To McCollum. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Rose. Derrick Rose still a sight to see. Well defended. He finds a way to knock it down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance. They're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. McCollum sizing up Iguodala. Finish Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Bledsoe. It's Cantor with the board. Thomas across the timeline. His group now down 2. That's rebounded by Embiid. Iguodala to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Andre Iguodala at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Thomas into the front court. His guys down 3. Pascal Siakam to McCollum. Thomas to McCollum. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Aldridge. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Portland ball to McCollum. Here comes the screen. Isaiah Thomas, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. McCollum. To Thomas. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers control it. Bledsoe. Lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Andre Iguodala at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Now the Blazers will use a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. McCollum against the KG veteran Iguodala. To Thomas. Deep right corner. McCollum to Thomas. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game. Andre Iguodala has got 2 shots coming. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Thomas with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Tough make through traffic.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Isaiah Thomas matched up with Aldridge. Has a look. Rebound cleared by Philly. The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA.
The 76ers took this down to the wire before getting the win. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Trailblazers must be devastated after such a close loss. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
LaMarcus Aldridge was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. They'll get it down to Davis. Tatum knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Oh, Ben Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Davis. He connects with the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Simmons. Sizing up the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Beverly into the front court. His team up by 1. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Swings it to Josh Hart. Simmons. Fight to shoot for Minnesota. Add 2 points to the board.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Curling inside. Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Beverly. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Simmons to Josh Hart. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Beverly. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Shot by Tatum won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Anthony Davis with the block. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bucks basketball. Beverly to Miles Bridges. Taken by the Wolves. Simmons. No good. Beverly into the front court. Down a point. Ben Simmons swats it. And they retain the possession. Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Milwaukee with the basketball.
Hit it. Here, coming left.
Beverly to Miles Bridges. Driving right to the basket. Five seconds to shoot. To Gerald Green. Trying to cash in. And he hits.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Simmons with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Deep right corner to Simmons. And the slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Beverly to Miles Bridges. Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
It's Minnesota basketball.
Screen on your right.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip.
Good shot.
Augustine with the basketball. Shot clock turned off. They can get within 1 or tie it with a 3. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. It's all even at the end of this quarter. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. The Bucks at the controls to Brogdon. Surveys the floor to Davis. And counted at the rim.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Anthony Davis. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Beasley. Beyond the arc for 3. The harder the shot, the easier it looks from Michael Beasley.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Miles Bridges. Gerald Green. To Miles Bridges. Gerald Green. Anthony Davis. He's 2 for 2 now.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Simmons to Jaren Jackson. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Miles Bridges. Count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And the denial.
Ooh, not skipping a beat. There are some things that you just cannot teach. That's called a 6'10 frame with a 7'5 wingspan.
Simmons. To Jaren Jackson.
Watch that cutter.
The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Simmons to Jaren Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. To Davis. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Jaren Jackson. They go down low to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Oh,
Oh, he's denied. Oh, big man doing work right there.
Burke with it. They're down 3. Can't connect. In the front court, it's Augustine. He'll run the offense. Able to convert inside. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons to Jaren Jackson. Short jumper won't go down. Bucks at the controls. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Beverly to Davis. Mitchell Robinson sends it away. Simmons into the front court. Down 5. Short jumper won't fall. Davis. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Mitchell with the basketball. Leads 3. To Beverly. To Davis. Beverly. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Jaren Jackson. Here comes the screen. Hart to Jaren Jackson. From long range. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Minnesota with the basketball. Knocked loose. Jaren Jackson to Josh Hart. Jaren Jackson to Josh Hart. Fires the 3. Josh Hart is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second.
Number 34, Michael Beasley.
He cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Davis. Screen coming. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Simmons out of bounds the call off Jonathan Isaac. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. First half in the books. The Bucks with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Bucks worked hard for their halftime lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Timberwolves were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Bench points.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Hart to Jaren Jackson. Simmons. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Beverly.
Hey, watch this screen.
To Davis. And stuffs it home. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys down by 9. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Hart. Jason Tatum rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Bucks at the controls. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Simmons with it. His guys down 11. To Josh Hart. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, Ben Simmons. With that, he's 5 for 9.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Davis. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Hart to Simmons. Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back.
We all know that's the part of Ben Simmons' game that he needs to work on in order to take his game to the next level. He has to become a respectable shooter because even if he puts his head down and gets to the rim and gets fouled, he only shoots 56% from the free throw line. By the way, DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard were better free throw shooters last year than Ben Simmons. Wow.
Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Isaac to Josh Hart. They go down low to Simmons. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Davis. Mitchell Robinson tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Hart to Simmons. Curling inside. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Mitchell with it up top. His team up by 7. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Oops, he missed the first one. Misses the second as well. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. From the outside, no good. Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Bucks basketball. Brogdon. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jaren Jackson at the line. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line.
I like that.
Beverly into the front court. Up 5. To Davis. Not that time. Burke with it. The deficit now up to 5. To Jaren Jackson. Hart. Trey Burke. And it's Davis for the rebound. Davis. Down low for Len. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Hart. Five to shoot for Minnesota. And the rebound taken in by Len. Davis to Beverly. To Davis, down low. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. To Josh Hart. Jaren Jackson. And it's the big man, Len, with the rebound. Beverly into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. To Davis. And that one out of bounds off a buck. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Entering the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 14, DJ Augustine.
Burke with it. 9-point margin. To Hardaway. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. From 18 feet. At the buzzer, Tim Hardaway Jr. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. Long heave from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end. The Bucks in front. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Screen coming. Has a chance. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Miles Bridges slams it down.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Beasley to Hardaway. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Corey Brewer has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. First one, count it.
Number 25, Alex Lynn. Subbing in for the Timberwolves.
Goes 2 for 2. Milwaukee with the basketball. Down low for Davis. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Hardaway. Trying to cash in. The shot by Simmons won't go down. Augustine with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Has a look. Shot for Mitchell won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Simmons. Nice pass to set things up.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons to Beasley. Hardaway to Simmons. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Simmons to Beasley. Count it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Mitchell against Corey Brewer. To Davis. And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Simmons. Short jumper won't go down. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Beverly to Davis. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Timberwolves have the basketball. Simmons. Over to the right side to Simmons. Has a chance. The shot no good by Simmons. Beverly into the front court. Up by 3. And scores. Plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at 3.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Minnesota at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons. Passed it off. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Jaren Jackson. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Simmons to Josh Hart. Fires the 3. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Curling inside. 5 on the shot clock. Beverly. Patrick Beverly is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one's no good. One more coming. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Isaac to Simmons. Isaac to Simmons. Isaac to Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound gathered in by Davis. Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Beasley. To Josh Hart. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Bucks came away with the victory in this one. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Timberwolves didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Milwaukee Bucks were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis made it his mission to destroy all kinds of shots. Well, mission accomplished. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
It is one by the Los Angeles Clippers. It's LA Clippers ball. Trae Young to Butler. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Tobias Harris. Porter. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Trae Young to Nowitzki. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. Lillard to Tobias Harris. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Horford to Lillard. Almost, but no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
DeRozan to Nowitzki. LA with 4 to shoot. DeRozan and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Lillard to Evans. Harris to Porter. The Nets now with 4 to shoot to Horford. For 3, textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Yes, And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Oh, he can't connect. To Tobias Harris. Porter. Can't connect from in close. Trae Young to DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Butler. Not going down for him this time. Al Horford rejects it. Tyreke Evans defended by DeMar DeRozan. There it is, Al Horford. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Brooklyn with the basketball. To Evans. Rozier. His first effort off the mark. DeRozan with the basketball. His team up by 7. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
First one goes down.
Way to hit.
And gets both to drop at the line. Rozier with it. His team down 9. The pass taken away by the Clippers. DeRozan. There's the toss. McDermott guarded by Jimmy Butler. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Butler into the front court. Lead stands at 7. DeRozan against a Kentucky product. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler to Hill. To DeRozan. Off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Here comes the screen. Rocking the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Rozier. And he hits.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Clippers have the basketball. Butler to DeRozan. Baseline drive. DeMar DeRozan. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Harris. To Rozier. Not that time. Butler to bring it up. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
DeRozan with a shot, no good. That's the end of the quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Trae Young to Nowitzki. Sizing up the defense. Trae Young to DeRozan. Deep left corner. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Nowitzki. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Rozier. McDermott, defended by DeMar DeRozan. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot to Rozier. Has a chance. Rozier shot, no good. To DeRozan. To Trae Young. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. To Rozier. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back. Now the Clippers call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Trae Young to Butler. They go down low to Dirk. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Big screen right there, big screen.
The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Trae Young to Butler. To Trae Young. LA with 4 to shoot to Gortat. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Nets have it.
You gotta get up on that.
Lillard to Evans. Surveys the floor. Trying to make his move. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Trae Young to Nowitzki. Butler to Trae Young. Butler can't connect. It's no good. Here comes the screen. Dame rises, and he hits.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Dirk Nowitzki. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
DeRozan to Gortat. From the painted area, won't go down. To Lillard. To Porter. Lillard. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. To Trae Young. Gortat. Here's Nowitzki down low. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Tobias Harris. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Trae Young. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Lillard to Porter. Evans. It's LA Clippers ball. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. To Lillard. Screen coming. He wants it at the rim and scores.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's now 4 for 6. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. They've got this opportunity now at halftime to look at what has worked, reinforce it, and at the same time, figure out what needs to be improved. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Clippers are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Field goals.
It doesn't seem fair to nitpick either team's first half performance, particularly when you consider how well each team shot the ball. In a variety of ways, these guys are battling back and forth offensively. It's made for an interesting game.
Player of the half.
DeMar DeRozan has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Nets have the basketball. Nance. To Rozier. Here comes the screen. McDermott, defended by Warren. Down to 5 on the 24. Rozier. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Clippers have the basketball. Hill. Here comes the screen. Nance. Hill across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Kevin Huerter. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rozier into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Able to convert inside. Hill into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. To George Hill. To Hollis Jefferson. Larry Nance Jr. sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Rozier. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
George Hill and a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Al Horford swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Hill. To Hollis Jefferson. Runner's good there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Rozier. Down low for Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. LA Clippers with the basketball. To DeRozan. Takes stock of the floor. DeRozan to Gortat. Al Horford. Huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Horford. And finishes strong. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Butler into the front court. His guys down by 9. George Hill to DeRozan. McDermott, tough matchup against Butler. To Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Butler to bring it up. His guys down 11.
Right.
Terry Rozier sends it away. Brooklyn's got it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Tight space with the crossover.
Hey, switch, I got it.
To DeRozan. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken down by Harris. To Rozier. Tyreke Evans picked up by DeRozan. Has a look. Rozier shot no good. DeRozan with it. Trailing by 11. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Los Angeles. Stepping in.
And he makes them both.
Good shot.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Lillard to Tobias Harris.
Big pick right there.
Probing the defense. Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss a shot. That's great defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Al Horford snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
From long range. No good.
Defense.
Trae Young.
Defense, let's go.
Here comes the screen.
On your left, here he comes.
DeMar DeRozan, 4 out of 10.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, yes, me and you.
Here comes the screen.
Right.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete with the Nets in front. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Baseline drive to Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. It's Lillard for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Harris to Lillard. Shot clock winding down. Lillard gets it in the left corner. Has a chance. It's DeRozan, the rebound. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Tobias Harris. Porter. Damian Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. Trae Young to DeRozan. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
It's Brooklyn's ball to Porter. Probing the defense. A shot no good by Harris.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Lillard shakes free and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Butler to Trae Young. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Rozier with it. Leads 4. Deep left corner. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark.
Oh, you guarding me? Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. Throws it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Tyreke Evans picked up by DeRozan. Fires the three. Good contest. Tyreke Evans can't hit it. To DeRozan. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for 2 shots, shooting 80% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Evans to Tobias Harris. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Can't miss those.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Around the perimeter. Evans. From the painted area, won't go down. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Butler to DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. DeRozan to Nowitzki. Trying to cash in. Nowitzki, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Lillard. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Nowitzki. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Cashes in for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Time for some new personnel into the game. Now 4 for 9.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Goes 2 for 2. Timeout called here by the Clippers. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. And Jimmy Butler, he's now 4 for 6. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Desperation shot here from half. It's good! It's good! At the buzzer from beyond half court. Incredible! It's the Nets who are victorious as they...
This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Clippers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Damian Lillard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
It is NBA action on EA. Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Orlando Magic. To Dinwiddie. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Oh, he can't connect. Booker. To Dinwiddie. Booker. To Dinwiddie. Has a chance. Dinwiddie shot, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Booker. To Dinwiddie. Doesn't get the bounce.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down by 1. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass stolen by Orlando. To James. LeBron James. 2 for 2. That's what you want. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Here comes the screen. Booker. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Into the front court comes Smith. Up by 3. LeBron guarded by Jeremy Grant. Trying to cash in. Just off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Booker to Dinwiddie. From the painted area, won't go down. LeBron with it up top. Leads 5. Has a look. LeBron James. 3 for 4. Good start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Gilgeous-Alexander to Hayward. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Gordon Hayward, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Smith into the front court. Up 5. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith to James. For 3. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Orlando has it. James to Dennis Smith Jr. James. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Hayward. And a throwdown. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To James. Now a steal by Atlanta. Hayward to Booker. To Hayward. Gilgeous-Alexander. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. He's looking for that touch. Booker with it. Down 3. Hayward to Gilgeous-Alexander. To Hayward. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Smith to James. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Hayward to Gilgeous-Alexander. To Booker. To Hayward. From long range. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. James. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander to Hayward. Burks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Hayward with a shot, no good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc. That's it for the first quarter. The Magic have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Fultz with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Kevin Knox. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the right side. The jumper's off the mark. Hawks with the basketball. To Hayward. To Dinwiddie. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Beyond the arc for 3. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Rodney Hood. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Bam Adebayo. Snatching it out of the air. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. And count the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Orlando ball. Smith to James. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To James. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
To Booker. No good, and no foul. Magic basketball. LeBron sizing up Jeremy Grant. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here comes the screen. To Booker. Has a chance. Booker's shot off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Rodney Hood. James to Rodney Hood. Timofey Mozgov with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Timofey Mozgov. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 5. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. To James. Smith. Now a steal by Atlanta. To Booker. To Dinwiddie. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Grant with a shot. That won't fall. Tough make through traffic.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To James. Timofey Mozgov with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Booker. To Dinwiddie. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Hawks have it. To Dinwiddie. Sizing up the defense. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. LeBron James sizing up Jeremy Grant. To Dennis Smith Jr. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Booker to Dinwiddie. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark. Has a chance. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Here comes the screen. Look out, Devin Booker. 3 for 6 now. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half with the Magic in front.
The Magic worked hard for, and with that,
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Magic own the possession. Smith to James. Screen coming. Curling inside. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
To Booker. Hayward. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down 11 to Hayward. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Screen coming. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Gets a look. Can't hit. Magic have it. Good shot. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Dinwiddie. And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Smith to James. Has a look. Smith shot, no good. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Devin Booker. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the Hawks coach going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
I got ball.
Booker. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Take stock of the floor. Into the front court. It's Booker. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose. Booker. Here's a chance from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Rodney Hood. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
It's Orlando's ball. Fultz to James. Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Booker with it. 14-point deficit. Has a chance. Sabonis can't connect. Across the timeline comes James. His guys leading by 14. Draws the double and still hits.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Gilgeous-Alexander to Alec Burks.
Hey, double screen.
The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Orlando has it.
Screen coming left, screen coming, screen
Markelle Fultz. Brook Lopez. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Fultz to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Working hard on the glass. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Short jumper won't go down. Hood to Fultz. No good. Won't go. Long heave from three-quarters court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. So far, all magic. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Trying to cash in, knocks it down, off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Orlando ball. Smith to James. Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 9, Jeremy Grant.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Goes to the left side. Down low to Smith. Dennis Smith Jr. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To James.
She coming right. She coming. She coming.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Alec Burks. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Smith with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To James. Smith. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Dennis Smith Jr. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's the Hawks with the basketball. To Alec Burks. Driving right to the basket. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Smith now into the front court. Up a dozen. Working hard on the glass. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Burks. And against the great shot blocker, Chandler. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. There you go. Way to stay with it.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen.
Big pick right there.
Tyson Chandler rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Alec Burks. Kicks it around the perimeter to Alec Burks. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Down to Chandler. Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Booker to Dinwiddie.
Hey, watch the screen left.
To Booker.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Fires the three.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Hood to James. Slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Here's Atlanta. Booker to Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen.
Screen right, screen right.
To Dinwiddie.
Cutter, coming through.
Booker. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
LeBron James, guarded by Devin Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith to James. And he hits.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Booker. Shot from the lane won't go. James into the front court. His guy's up by 15. To Rodney Hood. Knocked loose. Magic have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
James stuffs it down with authority.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Shot clock winding down. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
The Magic secure the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic put together a nice win here today. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. The Hawks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Assists.
The Orlando Magic were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
The chosen one put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.